What the hell? I think I had a desync there. What's going on, YouTube? A few days ago, I bent my motor bell with that crash. Now today, we've got that same quad out here, and I think I fixed it. Let me show you. So I'm not saying I recommend this, I'm just saying it works. These are motor bells right here, for those that are not familiar. If you hit things like metal or pavement or concrete or anything like that, they can easily dent. And what happens when they dent, now they're not perfectly circular, and now they can get stuck on the stator. The stator is the part with all the little metal windings in there. And that's not good. That means the motor can bind up and eventually seize. And that is what was happening with mine. But I just took my pliers and I found where the impact was most likely. And I was thinking it was like right by that little nick there. And I just went like perpendicular to that and just whacked it a few times. Let me get that in the frame. And just whacked it a few times. Not hard, pretty lightly. You just want to nudge it just a little bit back into a circular shape so it doesn't bind anymore. So that appears to have worked. I have also in the past taken a kind of like a wide mouth pliers and grip towards the bottom of it like that, and gently, very gently squeeze. You're not trying to force the thing, you're just trying to barely nudge it back into circularity. For some reason, these motors, these Johnny FPV motors from Get FPV, I don't know, I've dinged 3 of them now. I went 2 years without breaking a single motor, and then I start using these and I've done 3 in like less than a month. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if the material is just a little bit more malleable. I'm not really sure what the deal is, but just a PSA if you're thinking about getting these Johnny FPV motors. But besides the fragility of them, I have no beefs with them. They appear to work pretty well. So today is day 28. We only have today, tomorrow, and the next day on this challenge, and then we are done. I thought this day would never get here, that I can actually see the finish line. And not that it's not been fun, it's been a blast. It's just the amount of work, as I stated in a previous vlog, is just tremendous, and it really does start to weigh on you. But it has been fun. So the plan today is just to work on flow a little bit more. I feel like I'm getting pretty comfortable with some of the more technical aspects of some of the tricks I've been trying to do, specifically the Matties. I did so many repetitions of those during this challenge. I'm really starting to feel more comfortable with them now. I've even worked them into a few lines on freestyle videos, which I'm super happy about. I'm not quite to the point where I can get them in any line I want, but I'm getting there. I'm a lot more comfortable with it. Well, I had to try it once, right? Well, I guess I tried it twice, and maybe that's what I did wrong. So the VTX is torched. I hate when this happens. This is like the worst. This is the friggin' worst. Look at this. The connector ripped right off the board. This is very hard to get in the frame. You guys see? Yeah, right there. You can see the solder traces there. Now, I don't know for sure because I haven't taken it apart yet, but if I were a betting man, I would say that I can't just solder that connector back on because it probably just ripped up the whole trace on the board. That really sucks because it would be a super easy fix. Just solder it back on in 5 minutes and you're good to go, but you can't really do a whole lot when the trace is gone. There's nothing to solder to. So that sucks. I guess we're not using the QAV anymore today. Also, the GoPro case broke. That issue is surprisingly not as common as I thought it would be with a 3D printed case. It's usually just the mounts, but so that's no good. But we do have my other old school plastic case and some old GoPro mounts. I think I just have one actually. So hopefully that lasts a little while. I think that's for the XL5, but we'll see. Maybe I'll try to take it a little bit easier. Are you out of your mind? We don't take it easy here on this channel. One more thing. I didn't notice this at first. This GoPro is like inches away from death. I am shocked that it still works. Look, still turns on. I mean, the screen even still kind of works. If that's not a good endorsement for GoPro, I don't know what is. You guys have seen some pretty gnarly crashes on this channel. Man. But I guess we'll throw it in that case and hope for the best. Might have to use my Best Buy Geek Squad protection tonight again. I used that for this one. This is my second one. And I paid like $20-something for a brand new GoPro. Pretty damn nice. I think the plan is like $150 or something. It's kind of expensive for the plan, but when you go through a lot of them, like we do doing this type of stuff, comes in handy because it's very cheap to replace. So just a tip, if you're in the market for an action camera, get it from Best Buy. Other places might have protection plans too, but Best Buy is the only one that I know of. Just get it from them. It's already saved my ass. It'll save your ass too, I promise. Buy from Best Buy. Well, I busted that GoPro mount. It's the only one I have, unfortunately, so we are without a GoPro the rest of the day. But what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna do some stick cam DVR for you guys to see working through a new trick. Let me grab the quad quick. Okay, so the move I'm gonna be trying to do is you go through like a gap or a awning or whatever, something that you're trying to loop over. So you go over it, you go backwards like that, then you, let me crouch down, invert like this, and then you go back through it, traveling backwards the other way. So you're kind of doing like a half power loop, half Matty, entering like a power loop, leaving the maneuver as a Matty flip. So you might see PDevX does this a lot. He is very good at it. You'll see some of his flight videos where he's at those middle schools with all the arches and the walkways, and he's just doing these crazy maneuvers all over the place, and they look awesome. So I'm gonna try that a little bit and we'll just see how that goes. I haven't done a whole lot of that. I don't think I've done any of that with real quads, but I have quite a bit in the simulator, so I at least know a little bit of the stick movements required. It's just getting the timing down in real life because it is a little bit different. So we're gonna do stick cam and just crappy DVR, unfortunately. Just take you guys through that process. It'll be like learning Matties again. This is one of my very favorite tricks. Just haven't had the balls to do it really in real life. And we're gonna go over here and do this gap. Yeah, that wasn't good. I feel like I didn't get quite far enough back on the power loop portion. No, not good. There we go. Ah, crap. I feel like I'm doing all right though. Nope. Bad angle. I don't think I'm yawing enough. Ah, that was terrible. Let's see here. So let me just figure out what I need to do here. Do I just roll? Maybe I just roll. I don't like that. I probably could have done that one. I shouldn't have pussied out. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Bad angle. Yes! Oh, the trick is so cool. Hey, that was a good one. I could have actually linked that to a line. I wish I had a little bit wider gap to practice. This is not a very good one. You guys have most likely noticed by now, this is going way better than the Matty flip practice. I think that's because once you get used to that type of movement, like the blind, that was terrible. The blind movement, I think all of that type of thing, those types of tricks come a lot easier. And I do think I've definitely crossed the threshold of understanding how the Matty flips work and how to use my brain with the muscle memory. I've talked about that before. I was so happy with how these were going, but then I realized I don't have my GoPro on, so it doesn't really count. Oh, maybe it does. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you guys even care. Oh my god, that's so much twitchier without the GoPro. What the hell was that? That was so bad. No, I'm not yawing enough now. Maybe I'm yawing, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Now my ankle is bad and I don't understand. Ooh, that hit the ground so hard. I think it must have planted this motor first in the ground. The battery came off. You have any idea how tightly these XT60s hold the battery on? That must have hit with some serious force. And I guess I know it did because I heard it hit and then it was just done. There was no bouncing, there was no, you know, deflection or rolling. It was just like a lawn dart right in the ground. Yikes. Let's hope we can get it back in the air here. Also, when I said previously about the race day quad straps that you only get, I think I said a week of continued use. It's been about a week of continued use. I think every time I come to this location, I have broken a race day quad strap. I've had like 3 or 4 vlogs in this spot. Every single time I've broken a strap. Race day quad strap. Got a different strap on there. It's not even a battery strap, it's just a Velcro strap. But oddly enough, those seem to work better sometimes. Yeah, a little bit late on the throttle there. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, you guys. Oh, that was bad. Nope. Too late on the throttle again. Ah. Yeah, I don't know if you're supposed to do this with just roll. Because if you do it with just roll, it's really hard to get the right angle because I'll show you. When you get over, you got to be like pointed below the horizon, like towards the ground, so that when you roll over, you're like level with the horizon. Oh, oh. That last one was like classic Rotor Riot video or something where they're just ripping the quads all day and they might get lucky a couple times. But of course they post the awesome ones. The lucky ones. I think that's what I just had there. Yes! That was good. Oh. I think we got another lawn dart situation. Well, today was a bit more of an expensive day because I did break that VTX, but besides that component, it wasn't too bad. I had 1 GoPro case, 1 mount, and 2 straps. That's not actually that bad. It's kind of surprising too, considering that archway where I was trying to loop over, that was a hard crash. That was a very, very hard crash. I'm really surprised nothing else broke. I'm not counting the GoPro as a break yet because it does still work somehow. So that's great news. I might still exchange it though. I don't know. I don't want to be in some awesome line and then have it fail and then I lost all the footage. I don't want that to happen, so I might just go ahead and replace it. But anyways, that new trick went pretty well. that went a lot better than I was expecting. Like I said, I wish I had a little bit bigger and like taller gap to practice through, but you know, we do what we can do here, and it is still the weekday, so there's only so many places you can go. So I think that's gonna be the next trick I start working on. I'm gonna continue doing the Matties and the wall rides and flow for this challenge, but after that, I think we're gonna do, I don't even know what you call those, like Immelmatty. I don't know. I have no idea what you call them. But yeah, I think that'll be the next thing on the list. Well, that was really fun today. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, drop a like down below. Feel free to leave me a comment, and please subscribe if you haven't. Thanks.